They all think I'm going to say, shit, all this anesthesia. Motherfucking hurricanes came through, but it wasn't no FEMA. Goddamn, they left us in the water by the dirt, dust. Niggas never really gave a fuck.
Niggas hit you with that anesthesia, put you to sleep, bruh. You know it's the killer nigga woods where we creep, bruh. You know that my ninja they good, push like a Jeep, bruh. Catching niggas for days, no rest, math the reaper. Muscle memory in my cells, clap like a sleeper. Swim through money, I need a cell, these rivers deeper. My niggas got bonds, no better when shit go heater. Hammers banging, we bleed, your bodies everywhere, FEMA.
What's up? This is Lord Mav again, I'm here. I came, like I said, trying to do these podcasts on a daily basis. So I'm going to try to bring some structure to this. I talked about the structure before, but plans change, of course, as things, your mind change. So today what I'm here with is this fashion trend, because I don't think I really spoke on it. I don't know if I spoke on it at all, honestly. I'm hoping this video don't fuck up, but I should have made a fail safe, but I didn't. So I might have to talk on it twice. So my first talking point, what we talking about here is with these big companies like Gucci or whatever. I don't really know these niggas because I don't wear that shit and I don't care about this stuff. But talking about them making things like, you had the one company that came out with the best monkey in the jungle or some shit with the black kid. Then you got the one company that got the logo resembling a black face on a shirt. And then you got the one company with the shirt or the sweater that had a black face type thing with a mask. And the lynching, like a noose. That was the last incident. So, my main point with these things, well, first, coming from an experience of being myself, right? It's like, this stuff is stupid, The whole purpose of clothing is to clothe yourself and to cover yourself. It makes no sense to spend outrageous amounts of money on things. Like, I can't take it serious because first, you got niggas out here wearing ski masks just because it costs a certain amount of money. Ain't never been skiing in their life. This shit is stupid. You got niggas wearing fanny packs. Last time I checked, that shit was gay, nigga. Like, you know how I talk, but that shit was gay back in the day. So for niggas to just be wearing fanny packs now because it's a certain price and that dictated a trend, the price alone dictated if niggas is gonna wear it or not. It's sick, That's my first point on that. So it's just stupid. And the second point is these niggas have shown that they don't care nothing about us throughout history, talking about all of these companies. And we know it because these companies was around for years and years. We talking, if not like 20, 30 years when niggas was closet racists, then we talking hundreds of years with some of these companies, So we already know like they morals they about they self. And we know no company wants anybody who's known for a certain shit to fuck up their brand. And are you gonna blame the company for that, or do you blame the fact that a certain type of people who they market to will leave that brand if a certain other people start using it? Who are you gonna blame for that? The company that reacts to the fact that they're losing money from the people that's actually buying it, or the people who caused that to happen, Do you blame the government for gentrification, or do you blame the fact that white people had an interest in living in Brooklyn again? It's blame on both sides, but you gotta realize where it stems from, and where it stems from talking about the company might not, like we talk about. I think it was Timberland, or we know these niggas was like boycotting. Niggas don't drink, what you call this shit? Cristal. Niggas don't, or Cristal, depending on who you are. Niggas don't drink that shit because back in the day, they was like, I don't want no nigga lips on my liquor. So it's like, it's fine, That's their beliefs. But niggas will still drink it regardless. Because that's that. It's a staple in history. And let's take it back to clothing. With this clothing, it's like you got to look at it two different ways. The mouth is colored, right, on some red shit. I don't know if that's intentional, right? All of this shit back to back looks intentional, right? But they say it's a maritime theme for one of these shits. That's the thing with the noose. It is a rope. It's a rope. That's the way you tie a rope. These niggas, it's a strong rope. That's why they use it as a noose, right? Of course, it's gonna be the drawstring, because what else would it be? Um, the mask is a mask. Niggas wear masks, right? If you walking around with a mask and your shit got red lips, you in blackface, right? If you out here, you ever robbed a nigga in a black mask with red lips on it, then you racist, and you need to stop selling whatever you sell, nigga. Real shit. Y'all niggas is stupid. Cause it don't matter. That's the real thing. Like, these niggas disrespect y'all on a level that y'all don't even understand. To where y'all niggas shelling out money but have nothing. You know, this is the main thing. I meant to get to this point. We don't have money. No matter what the fuck you looking at, with black people against white people, talking about demographics of people that's buying things, consumers, the white people whoever might want to market their things to is the target demographic. So those people, because they have a little bit more money, they have the money to really spend on these things. As us, we scraping shit together, you know. You know, some white folks might get together and all buy a bottle of Hennessy, right? Not even drink all the shit, but they all buy a bottle of Hennessy, and they do that shit every time they get together, to the point where niggas got mad Hennessy stashed somewhere. But the company still made money. Then we talk about us. Niggas is sitting, 8 niggas in the room, scraping together enough money, trying to scrape together enough money to get the big bottle. You know what I mean? So look at the difference in how niggas are spending money. If I had the choice between keeping the customer who buys an excess and gets all their friends to buy it too, to the person who gets their friends to buy it, but they all putting their money together to buy one, of course I'm going to go with keeping that other group. This is what I'm saying with Trump. Y'all niggas got to think about the business side of all of this shit, son. It's not always racist shit. People are getting into ghetto things right now. Fuck it, wear a ski mask. You're not gonna market a ski mask to a white person. But white people like the way that we doing shit, so they want a ski mask. So that might be one of the reasons. Think about that. What was the other one? The best monkey in the jungle. I don't even know about that. That's crazy. It didn't seem racist to me. I mean, the best monkey in the jungle. I think about it because I got a kid. I had a kid at that time. Like, I already had a kid by then. That's what I'm trying to say. So I was thinking about it from a kid's standpoint, and kids be calling themselves fucking animals and whatnot. Like, they like animals. That's what I saw it as. But I could see the context where it could be racist, especially because you got a jet black kid to be the like mascot for it. And what was the last one? Blackface. It was all like blackface things, but that shit is just like, it's pointless, man. Here's another point. These niggas is destroying us in a way because you think these niggas don't market to us, but they do. They know that we want this shit, and it's outrageous prices. So think about, go to any real shit like this. I'm about to say some real shit. I hope this shit don't fuck up. Go to any story about a gangster and watch why they became a gangster. It's either to feed their family or because they saw people having nice, expensive shit like Gucci and Prada, and they wanted that shit too. So we got black people out here not progressing business-wise because they spending their money on Gucci and Prada. And then you got the other half of black people, not the other half, but the other quarter of black people out here actively putting their life in danger for Gucci and Prada, right? But y'all niggas is worried about blackface, which is doing no harm, which did no harm back in the day. It might have been joking, but like I said before, it's what it is. It's the same thing as in You seen what you call it, like fucking Shakespeare in Love and shit, and they had the dudes playing the women, and it was exaggerated because that's a man. You have to do something to differentiate yourself from a man to playing the woman so that they know that's a woman. If he would have got on stage as himself and didn't do nothing, y'all might not have got it, especially in a situation where shit isn't as it is today. Like shit was different. Like niggas ain't believing all that female male shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all that cross shit, crazy shit. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't feel like talking about that right now. I'm gonna go off into a rant. So it's the same thing with a black person. If I'm white, what do I do to portray a black person? Fuck what they was talking about. We always gotta remember that the government put a certain idea about what black people are to the white public, white America, which was all America then. That was America. White America was America. So they fed a certain image of black people. These are savages. So if that's the only thing, not having the internet, that's the only thing that these people know, they ran with it. So if a person makes a play and they want a black person in they play, how are they going to portray it when all they know black people are as savages and slaves? All they know black people are through generations of slavery and fear is the person that comes up and tries to do everything for them. That's where you get the whole, oh, hey, master. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do this for you. That's where the character comes from because that's how they was behaving because they thought they would, face some repercussions if they wasn't polite, which leads up to, how shit is today. But I'm not here to talk about that right now. So it's not even like disrespect. It's just like an honest, you should respect blackface. We should look at blackface as a real thing because that's honest about what the people at the time thought about us. Blackface wasn't niggas walking around. Niggas wasn't just walking around in blackface. That shit was theater, stupid. It's a movie, dummy. In the same way you would look at this shit today and be like, Tom Cruise, that nigga wasn't really in danger. You know what I mean? Like he was in danger, but not in danger. Them niggas was racist, but they was really just giving a portrayal of what they believed or what was real in their life because of the way things were made. The average citizen didn't go out and go snatch a damn slave up. Them niggas was in America, and before they knew it, it was some fucking slaves over there. And they was like, look, this is property. You can sell it. This is how much it costs. And they started buying it in the same way niggas sell stocks today. It's the same thing, man. But just know that the government placed that idea of what is and what isn't, or what's human and what's savage. The average citizen didn't, so you can't even really blame the average white person. There's other niggas with plans out here. I had another thing I was supposed to speak on. I gotta pull it up real quick. Give me a second. I apologize for this. So that was that on the things being offensive. Like you don't know if they mean to do these things or if they don't, if they just ignorant to how it looks. I say personally it doesn't matter because it's their products. Do what you want. Boycott it if you want. But I also say that we as black people have better things to spend our money on than clothing when you could clothe yourself for way cheaper. It's weird that we having this argument on this clothing shit when a long time ago on Facebook somebody posted up the difference between how much a gangster spends on clothing and how much a billionaire spends on clothing. And we still fucking around with this Gucci shit. Shit is ridiculous. But my other thing was I heard somebody say that it was some light-skinned nigga. I don't want to not give him props. I don't fucking know his name. No, he a light-skinned nigga. He looked like a rapper, but apparently he don't rap. But this should say my beliefs. Oh, my bad. I'm not supposed to read that to y'all. That's some real nigga shit right there. Real nigga moment. That's what we're going to call that. He was saying that the product, these people are putting out products that are turn black people away from them, for a period so that they could keep their other demographic, like I was saying. But at the same time, I feel like that's cool or that's something that you could say. But at the same time, you face serious repercussions, especially because we in the age that we in today, where it's not just niggas believing in this shit. it'll be white people. You see how the media pick it up, and it's white people too. Like the average white citizen, you still have to worry about them and their beliefs, and they be the ones driving all of this shit. Really, average white citizen to get a nigga a right pass before they get, before a black person to get it done for real. So I think I think that's not something that they would do personally, in my opinion. A business, why would they put out something that they know is gonna make them lose profits? Not only with black people, but white people aren't gonna mess with it either because that's a noose. If I buy that, that's racist. I can't have my kid walking around with that. You know what I mean? It's repercussions all across the board. So you mean you're gonna lose money from black people boycotting you, white people not buying the products that you just made? You just lost mad money on producing something that went nowhere. Excuse me. Don't really know if niggas gonna fuck with you in the future. So I don't really think that's something that they would do intentionally. But it does look weird that all of these things are together. But the final thought, once again, all I want to say is that this shit is unnecessary to spend your money on. Niggas shouldn't be drinking how we drink anyway. So when niggas come out to be racist, like if Hennessy ever come out with some racist shit, it's like, you just gotta let it go, man, because you shouldn't really be buying this shit anyway. You shouldn't be supporting these niggas. You should be supporting yourself. Any money that you spend doing anything else, you could spend learning how to do something. I believe truly that niggas was taught since birth that you're supposed to go out somewhere and pay somebody else to do something for you, or you're supposed to go out and learn something from somebody else. Whereas you could just look around in the world and learn everything that you need to learn just from watching. I hope this shit stay, but it was a girl that her parents trapped her in the closet and they ain't teach her nothing. They abused her, but she learned some words. She learned how to speak a little bit because they had the radio playing outside the closet. Now, if that don't teach you that it don't take nothing for a person to learn something, of course you need to see what you need to learn, but that don't mean a person need to come close to you and fucking tell you how to do it physically, So just try to take that money that you was going to spend on Gucci and Prada and Burberry and bullshit and put that on yourself, for real. And I'm going to try to do that shit too, for real. I don't buy that shit anyway, but it's some shit I could go without. So we're going to do this shit together. That's how I'm adding everything now. Because it's Black Moon, nigga. When the moon come up, we all under that. It's all truth under that black light. That's what we about. This real nigga news. It's Lord Mav. It's Black Moon Pack. I'm out. Peace.